for small business owners, there's two huge mistakes, and they both involve the government, interestingly enough. One is, if you're in a business that you're collecting sales tax, we have that 6.5%, 7%, 6%, whatever it is in Florida in the county you're in. But we have that we're supposed to be putting aside to pay every month or every quarter. Huge tendency with a business is, okay, I know that I can replenish that in 90 days. I'm just going to go ahead and use that for now. Well, on top of being illegal, it's a huge trap because you come in, you don't have it to pay the state on the sales tax. The state will shut your business down or freeze your assets and seize your bank account quicker than the federal government will. Don't do it, guys. Open up a separate bank account if you need to. Put it into an envelope. Whatever you have to do, put that money aside and don't spend it, because that is going to haunt you. And those are tough situations for us to get out of. It can be done, but they're tough. The other one is, if you have employees or just yourself as an employee, is trust fund, what the IRS calls trust fund money, which is the same principle as sales tax. But we have that withholding money that the corporation is supposed to pay, and what was withheld from the paychecks. We put that aside, and we're sending that in on whatever our basis is. Could be every 2 weeks, could be every month, could be every quarter, depending on how much. Tendency also, a small business, we use that money. Huge mistake, huge problem. Just had a client a couple weeks ago that, relatively new client for me, but he had an issue going back 7 or 8 years, was trust funds money. And he wasn't able to retain my services to work directly through the IRS, but we consulted and I told him exactly what to do. Well, by the time he left the IRS office, he had a nice payment plan that he could afford, and he got, $4,800 worth of penalties they wrote off. They're never going to write off the amounts for a trust fund if it's the taxes. Now with him, that trust fund money, he's the only employee of the corporation. That was his money. But now, reasonably, if you can't afford to pay the trust fund money, maybe you're paying yourself too much of a salary. Maybe we need to knock your salary down, which is actually what we've done with his.